Good morning, scavengers. Welcome back to another exciting day here at the Storage Scavenger. My name is James, and if you're new here, we clean out abandoned storage units. We resell the stuff what we find, and we run auctions right here on our YouTube channel where we sell some of our storage unit finds. If you like that kind of content, make sure you subscribe to our channel and stick around and see what all we have to say. We are excited to be here. We've been having a great day. Having a good week. We've been busy working on creating some more content for our channel, making some more videos, and doing some more scavenging. So, hope y'all are having a great day. And if you are stepping into the room, stop in and say hello. We are excited to be here. Jessica is laying down with the kids, trying to get them to sleep right now. So, she may or may not be joining me here in just a little bit. And let's see, I'm trying to get my chat. I was running just a few minutes late. I was over at Thrifty Pickers with Trent just a few minutes ago, and I actually jumped off just so I could come over here and jump on live. So hope y'all are having a great day. We are getting people streaming in slowly. Hello, everybody. And so we're gonna pull that up. And pull myself off, pop out the chat, and there we go. Now I got my chat up so I can see who all's here, and hope you're having a great day. All right, so we have been busy. We have been doing some more eBay listings. We got some more stuff getting ready to go up on our eBay store. I've got a bunch of drafts done today. We're going to be getting them live on our store here in just a little bit after the live stream and getting some more stuff done. And we got a new test that we're doing. Hey, Douglas, thank you for joining us. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Thank you for coming. So we've been working on some more listings on eBay and getting stuff ready to sell. One of the things that we were talking with Tommy from, Kathy's live. Oh, okay. Well, she knows I go live at this time every Tuesday, so it is what it is. But I didn't have a huge show planned for tonight, unlike normal. I just wanted to come in and say hi to everybody, kind of update on where we're at and what we're doing. We caught up on all of our shipping from our last auction. I've only got a couple of more invoices that have not been paid yet, and everything else either shipped out today or is already scheduled to ship for tomorrow. So that's exciting. And we're going to be doing another auction either tomorrow or Thursday right here on the channel. So we will be getting ready for that. And hello, Adrian. Jam. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Hello. So yeah, we had a good day today. I did 2 videos for my other YouTube channel today. One of them's already live. The other one's going live tomorrow. And if you watch that video, you know there was a point where I said, hey, check out this card, and there's nothing there. That video's going live tomorrow. Yes, a great day today. I had a good day. So I did 2 videos on that channel. I got another video recorded and partially edited for the Storage Scavenger channel. We're going through some more stuff, sorting some more Christmas stuff, and sorting some stuff from the last unit still. And so we got some more stuff that we found there. But we are got another video we're editing. I'm hoping to publish it tomorrow. We're going to be trying to do another auction tomorrow or Thursday, one of the two. And maybe more than that. So we might be doing a couple of auctions this week. But we're trying to, make some room. We got a lot of stuff in the way, so we're trying to get some stuff out of the way. I did finally get the JVC stereo system hooked up, and it works. So it's going up on Facebook Marketplace. It's going for sale. I don't want to mess with shipping on it, so we're going to sell it local. We got our Christmas tree up, got the house somewhat decorated. We're still working on it, but we got the Christmas tree up over the weekend. Got some decorations going. Jessica's having a blast because Christmas decorating is like her favorite time of the year and my least favorite time of the year. So we are excited about that. Jesse has no clue what to think about this Christmas tree. And it's just a small tree. It's a tabletop tree. We intentionally left the big tree in storage because we didn't want Jesse to pull it over. So we got the 4-foot tabletop tree that's on a table high enough that Jesse can't pull it off, but he can see the lights and he sees it and he thinks it's curious, but he doesn't know what to think about it yet. So that's been fun. He's trying to figure out what the heck is going on with all this stuff going up around the house. But he was excited. He got to go back to daycare this week because they were closed last week for Thanksgiving. So he did get to go back to school. He's been excited about getting to go back to school this week. And that's been fun because I've been able to get some work done again this week. I've already, like I said, I've got two videos and part of another one done. Well, hello, Ms. Leanne. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you're doing a fantastic. So what's everybody else up to? Let me know in the chat what's going on in y'all's household. What are y'all doing? Are y'all doing any scavenging? Y'all doing any kind of hunting? Get any great deals for Black Friday? I know Jessica got some. She won't tell me what some of them are because some of them has to do with me. She got some clothes for the kids. She got some toys for the kids. But she won't tell me what she got me. And we've been going to auctions. There's been a ton of auctions over the last few days going on all over YouTube. And we bought some stuff. Bought some plush from Paul Antonelli last night. We got some more. Let's see. We got, what else did we get? We got something else from T's auction, I think. I think it was our Donna's auction. It was at Donatella's auction. We bought something. I can't remember what it was now. But Jessica wanted it, so we bought it. I think it was some more Christmas stuff or something. So, yeah, it's been fun. We've been moving around. I didn't really have a big show planned for tonight. I know I normally plan out a teaching or something, but I really didn't have anything really big planned out for today. I just wanted to come do our weekly live stream, talk to everybody, see how everybody was doing, and have a good time. We're just kind of moseying along. Like I said, I got the new video coming out. We found some more Christmas stuff. I have a nativity set that's all ceramic, and it's pretty cool. It looks like it's vintage. It looks old to me. I'm not sure. It doesn't have any dates or markings on it, but we're going to be showing that in tomorrow's video. We've got some, Christmas decorations, Christmas like table centerpieces, and some stuff like that. So some of them are they're really pretty pieces. But I don't have a use for them. And, we've been talking about the Taj Mahal that we had for over a year. It was buried in my storage. I got it out today. I found all the pieces to it. So I'm working on putting it together, and I'm going to show it off in tomorrow's video as well. So that's been exciting. You got a Roomba and a Nest thermostat. Well, that was nice. I'm guessing the Nest thermostat is for your chicken coop, maybe? Maybe. And the Roomba, I still want to know if you're going to get the Roomba to clean out the chicken coop and the donkey pen. That would be one heck of a Roomba if it can do that for you. Douglas, your internet's going in and out. I'm sorry to hear that. We've been having problems with our Jessica upgraded. Those of y'all that were watching our live stream over the weekend know, Saturday we did a 12-hour live stream right here. And I learned a lot about it. But one of the things that happened was about halfway through, Jessica was on the phone with the internet company and they reset our internet while she was on the phone with them. we weren't expecting them to do that, but they did. And so I lost my live stream connection. We had to restart the stream. But part of that is ever since then, our internet was supposed to be better, and it's honestly been worse. It's been going in and out. We've been having disconnections. It's been when it's up, and our connection speed is better than it's ever been. But it's going down a lot more than it has ever gone down before. And when it started, when they did that reset, so we've already been trying to get a hold of them to see what's going on, see if they can figure out why it's intermittent, see if we can get that issue fixed. So, but we've been having fun. We're cleaning up some space. I did a bunch of shipping today. Got a whole bunch of packages shipped out, and I got a whole bunch more ready to ship out tomorrow and the next day. I got a few auction lots that still haven't been paid for, and as soon as those get paid for, I'll print those shipping labels. They're all packed and ready to go. I just need to print the shipping labels and send them on their way. So it's been fun. I'm really enjoying actually not being a month behind on shipping. That was absolutely horrendous for me mentally and emotionally, because I hate, being behind and not being up on, fulfilling my orders with people. And I love this new system that I've got where now by the time I send the invoices, everything's packed and ready to ship. So all I have to do is put the shipping labels on it and send them out once they pay the invoice. And I think it's working out better for us. It's taking me a little bit of trial and error to shorten up my time to get those invoices out and get everything packed up. And I had a few hiccups along the way, but we got caught up and we're ready to rock and roll. And, being a week behind, and part of that was honestly part of the reason I got a week behind on that was because of the holiday. If it hadn't been for a holiday, I didn't work hardly at all last week, because we had Jesse home and we had so much going on, and we had like 4 doctor's appointments for Emily last week, and just a lot of stuff going on, plus all the holiday stuff. I spent 2 whole days just on Thanksgiving I spent all day Wednesday smoking the turkey. I spent Wednesday doing dinner and family things. And then I spent all day Saturday right here on YouTube. So I didn't get any work done there. So I didn't have much work time last week because of the holidays and everything. But this week, I've already gotten more done already. Today's Tuesday, and I've already gotten more done yesterday and today than I got done all week last week put together. So that's always a good bonus. Jessica's been trying to get me to buy another storage unit. She's been looking, and she found a couple she fell in love with. But I said, not right now, because we need to get rid of stuff, not bring more in. I'm trying to make some room so I can get some really good units, but I've got to get rid of some stuff. That's why we're looking at doing a couple more auctions. We're going to be doing some more donations and getting some stuff moved out and making some space so we can really, really have the space and the time to go through a good unit. So that's what we're working on. And then I have my other channel. It's growing. I'm working on it. We're building some more content. We've been doing a lot of stuff with it, and had a good live stream yesterday with Destiny from Shamrock Pixie. Yeah, she's addicted to the buying, and I am too. And that's why I have to be disciplined, and I have to say, no, I'm not even looking, because if I start looking, I'm going to start buying. And I'm not ready to start buying right now. So I don't look. If I'm not ready to buy, I'm not going to look, because I know if I look, I'm going to want to buy, and it takes discipline to do that. And discipline is hard to come by, but it's something that you have to just force yourself to say, you know what? I know I don't want to buy right now. And if I look, I'm going to buy. So the best thing to do is not look. If you're a shopaholic, what's the worst thing you can do? Go shopping. If you're an alcoholic, what's the worst place you can go? A bar. It's the same thing. If you know that you're going to buy, even though you don't want to, don't look. Don't put yourself in that position to where you're going to feel that need to go. Because I have the addiction too. I know. And I know what's going to happen if I start looking. I'm going to start buying. So I just keep myself from looking. Ooh, Mondays and Tuesdays are difficult for me to edit. I think I have mostly done and will hopefully get it done by tomorrow. That's awesome. Keep trying, keep working at it. And I understand you kind of got to figure out your own workflow and your own work schedule. You know, I'm doing content constantly all day every day, keeping up with all my channels. But that's me and that's my process and my way of doing things. But um I'm always doing content. Sometimes I've also recorded whole videos on both all my channels. Honestly, I've had whole videos that I've recorded and wound up scrapping and throwing away that nobody ever saw, just because the quality wasn't there, or there was something wrong with them, or there was a key piece that I couldn't salvage. Some reason, some way, there was always, there's been quite a few videos I've created that I just couldn't produce them and sell them, or put them out there. So, it happens. It happens to me. I probably have half as many videos that I've created that have never been published as I have that have been published. So difficult to do, even though I'm doing it. I found the same thing with storage units. The thing is the content takes a lot of work and the storage units take a lot of work. And trying to do all of it, it's very, very difficult and very time consuming. One of the things that I found too is like most of the channels, I don't know the farmstead community very well, but I do know in the storage business, in the storage auction, kind of YouTube space, most of the full-time content creators that are doing daily content, that are putting out a ton of content, they're not doing everything themselves. They have other people, like they have either people that are helping do the sorting, they have people that are loading the trucks and taking the stuff to their warehouse or to their storage, and they have people that are helping do the listing and doing all that stuff, and they're focused on being the face of the channel and creating the content and doing that kind of stuff, but they're not doing it alone. I'm doing it by myself. I'm creating the content, editing the content, cleaning out the storage units, sorting all the stuff, selling all the stuff, shipping all the stuff. I am a one-man band. Jessica, yeah, she helps here and there, but she doesn't really consistently help with any of that workload. So, there's so much that has to be done with just one storage unit. And like the last unit, I sorted most of the unit right there at the unit. I took half the unit to the donation before I even left the facility. Uh, but not not everybody can do that. And still trying to put out the content. That's why, like, it was a week and a half after I did that unit before I got the videos out, because I had to sort the unit, I had to get it all home, I had to unload it all, then I had to download all the content onto my computer, edit it all while I'm still sorting the stuff, I'm still listing stuff on eBay, I'm still trying to sell stuff at my auctions and doing all the day-to-day stuff that I do just to run the storage business. And then I'm trying to create content on the side of that as well. Plus, I'm working on the other channels and all the other stuff I'm doing. So it took me a week and a half to get those 2 videos out that I did, um, after I did the storage unit. Hello, Bowman. Nice of you to come by. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Thank you for joining us. So, being a content creator is tough, and it takes a lot of balance and a lot of finagling things around. And I haven't done it as consistently on this channel as I could. Honestly, if I was to drop the other channels that I'm doing and put all of my attention back on this one, I would probably get to my 1,000 subscribers a lot quicker. And I would probably go ahead and I would be able to do content 2 or 3 times a week, versus doing one a week and doing one. Because right now I'm trying to do one video a week and one live stream a week. And some weeks I'm not even getting the video out and I'm just doing a live stream. And some weeks I'm still getting the videos out. some. But if I was to drop the other channel, I mean, when I started this channel, um, well, not right when I started it, but when I went full time for the first 3 months, I was doing daily videos. That's part of how I built the channel up as quickly as I did. I was doing daily videos. Now, they weren't the best. They weren't the best edited because I was always in a rush to get that video out for the day. But I did do daily videos. I think Boatman was around. Douglas was around back then. But I was doing daily content, and it was rough. And it was rough on our marriage. It was rough on me. I was, constantly just trying to think of what to do for the next video, what to do for the next video. And especially when, the storage buying was slowing down early this year, it's hard when your focus of your content was buying storage units and you're not buying any more storage units because of this pandemic going on. And then you got family that's sick and other things going on. And so that's part of where I took a break away from YouTube completely for several months, was because I was trying to deal with all this other stuff, and I was I was having a lot of depression, and I was having a lot of really, really high anxiety, and there's a lot of things out. Oh, wow. Duh, Bowman, I didn't know that you were in the hospital. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad it went well for you. Um, that's good to know. Hope you recover. Hope everything goes well with your recovery now that you've had surgery. Hopefully you are doing better. We did a live stream, mental health kind of stuff, with Peter from Punisher. Let's talk about it. And Destiny from the Shamrock Pixie, and Heather and Dwayne was in the chat, and from Mothership Products. And there was a whole bunch of people there, but we had a good time. Tim was there. Tim Powell. We had a good chat about mental health issues. If y'all don't fall, if you have anxiety or abusive things in your past that you're trying to deal with, the Shamrock Pixie has a great safe place for people to chat and talk about mental health issues, and we keep it. They're very heavily moderated. We keep it clean. We keep everybody from having all the drama and all the negativity that that kind of topics can draw. So we keep that stuff out of the chat. But it's a really, really great resource. She's helped me a lot. She helped me a lot with my depression and my anxiety several months ago. So I really recommend people talk to Destiny and hang out with her channel. And speaking of, we just start talking about you and you show up. How's that, Des? We were just talking, and I was telling everybody about the mental health chat, and that they need to go and subscribe to your channel and follow your channel and come to the chats, because we love you and we learn a lot from you. You've helped us a lot dealing with everything we've gone through this year, as well as dealing with some of my past traumas and some of the past issues I went through, which we talked about last night. But there's a lot of issues in our past, and we all have issues in our past, and it's a safe place where you can talk about it and not feel judged and not feel discriminated against because you're weird, because I'm weird. That's awesome. Yay. That's great. So there it is. So any of you that want to know and want to, talk about mental health or just listen in and maybe get some advice that might could help you with your mental health issues, there is the link in the chat to Destiny's channel. Make sure y'all subscribe to her, please. She's got some really, really great stuff. She's got a great heart. She's been through a lot of trauma herself, and she shares openly with people about her own trauma. And she's a great, great, great resource to listen to help you with mental health issues. So, hello, Lynn. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Thank you for coming. Anxiety. I have a lot of anxiety issues to this day. It comes and goes. It got so bad back in April and March, and with everything that was going on with my personal life, and then everything that happened nationally got it going even more. But I was able to work through it and get back on my feet, but it took a lot of work. I'm ADHD. That's why you see me and I never sit still. I'm always moving. Even when I'm sitting here on a live stream, you notice I'm always moving around. I'm always looking around. I'm always. That's why I drink so much coffee. Good morning, Louie. Hope you're having a fantastic day. If you want to be mindful about how you're merchanting your stuff, you ought to check out the mindful merchants over at the Lone Star Picker as well. Hope you're doing great, Louie. He's right here down the road from me. He's in Austin, and I'm just about a few miles south of Austin. So, having a great day. But yeah, we've been kind of chilling. I'm working on rearranging. It's part of why I'm trying to make some more room. I'm working on rearranging my studio room, trying to get some more room so that I have more places to list stuff. I'm trying to get some more space in my listing area. And one of the things I'm trying to do, I see a lot of the other auction channels that are setting up a separate camera for their auctions, but I don't have the space to set that up yet. So that's one of the things I'm trying to do. I'm trying to clean the mess of my room out just a little bit and get rid of some of the stuff in here. So I'm trying to get at least 2 more tables, because what I want to do is I have a sorting area set up now where I'm sorting stuff that's going up for auction. I want to set up a shipping section and a showing section. And then I'm going to go from auction table or auction lots to auction table where we're showing the lots, and then be able to move it directly to the shipping station so I can get kind of a flow and an organization going with all that. That's one of the things I'm working on setting up right now. And it's taking me some time and some work to get all that done, and finagling because I don't have all the tables I need to set it up. So I'm scavenging for some new tables right now because I just can't see spending $60 for something I can find out of a storage unit. It is always morning somewhere. Just remember that. People ask me that all the time. I'm always saying good morning because it's always morning somewhere. So, hope y'all are having a fantastic day. What's everybody up to? Those of y'all that just came in, Louie, Destiny. I know she said she was filling out forms on the mental health blog. Hope you're doing fantastic. Got the rogue look-alike. For those of you who like the X-Men, Destiny has the rogue look going on right now. She looks really good in the rogue look. What are you doing, Louie? I hope you had a good trip this weekend. We caught your episode of the Mindful Merchants. I kind of came in the middle of it, but I went back and watched the replay. I usually do because I like what y'all are doing over there. I think it's really cool bringing mindfulness and intentionality to reselling, and I think it's great because I always think about that kind of stuff anyway. maybe I should one of these days maybe jump on your show. Just saying. Because I like that kind of stuff. I'm weird that way. I like mindfulness. I've been studying mindfulness for freaking 30 years. Been a bit of a day today. Well, if you wouldn't stay up in the green room for another hour and a half after you said you were going to go eat something, maybe you could take better care of yourself and then you can hopefully do better. Love you. Sat down to some peach turnover and ice cream. Ooh. Well, I actually, right before I came on the show, I finished the last of my chocolate pie from Thanksgiving. So I'm all out of chocolate pie, but it was good. I love my chocolate pie. I saw a 1,000-pound wood burner stove by myself in a warehouse. Now, wait a minute. Let me verify that I'm not. Didn't you just say that you had surgery yesterday and today you're installing a 1,000-pound wood burner stove by yourself in a warehouse? Be careful. Give yourself a chance to heal. Chocolate pie is my favorite. I love chocolate pie. It's my mom's recipe, my stepmom's recipe. I inherited the recipe. I'm the only one in the family that seemed to be able to figure it out. Everybody else in the family has the recipe, but I'm the only one that can seem to make it turn out right. Everybody else's comes out weird and they can't get it to taste right. They can't get the texture right. I got the recipe and I made it the first. I've only had to throw away one batch out of the pie because I missed an ingredient somewhere or I didn't get something mixed just right. I'm not sure what happened, but I've only had one time the pie didn't turn out right. And every time it gets better and better. Fork truck. Well, still, you still got to take it easy and be careful. I'm just saying, allow yourself a chance to heal. I just say that with love. I mean, you're going to do whatever you want to do. I say that with love, though. Cool. Chocolate meringue. It's a chocolate meringue pie, but we don't put the meringue on it because Jessica can't stand meringue. And then she shouldn't be having chocolate pie anyway, is my argument. So I should put the meringue on there so she won't eat it. But then she yells at me and, happy wife, happy life. So I try not to do things that are going to make her want to kill me. Doesn't work very often, but I try. But it is what it is. Shoes. We got shoes. If anybody knows somebody that needs size 6.5 to 7 women's shoes, please send them my way. Because I've sold a few, but I still have over 50 pairs of shoes that I need to get rid of. I have sold a few. We've gotten some of them. I had a whole bunch of them listed on eBay. I think I've only got like 2 left. I've got to get some more listed. Hello, Marie. But I got shoes coming out my ears. Some of them we're going to donate. Some of them weren't in that good of shape. So that'll get rid of some of them. I'll probably, by the time I get rid of my donations, I'll probably have about 45 pairs left. After I get rid of the crap ones that we're going to donate. Boatman saying hi to Marie. Did y'all make it back safely from the beach? I saw your beach video. Excuse me. I saw your ocean video that y'all posted. That one was really cool. Hope y'all made it home safely. I know y'all were supposed to be headed home, so I'm hoping you made it back safe since you're on. But yeah, we're sorting. I am also resorting my eBay shelf and I'm going through my eBay shelf. One of the things that we talked about with Tommy over on Johnny Cajun Roots Resellers the other day was about doing dollar auctions on our eBay store. It's something I've done it occasionally, and after my conversation with him the other day over at Johnny's, I think it's something we're going to start trying to do more of. Is just doing some dollar auctions to move some stuff quicker. Some of the stuff, because we got stuff that we just can't find comps on. I've got stuff I've been sitting on for weeks because I keep trying to research it and I really can't find any good comps on. And I'm thinking about taking some of that stuff, just put it on a dollar auction and let it go. Because I just got so much stuff coming out my ears. I need to move some stuff. So we're going to do some dollar auctions on eBay. I'm also looking at doing some more dollar auctions here. We did really well with our last dollar auction that we did here. It's going to be the same rules as last time. It's all plus shipping, but we're going to start all lots at $1 bids, and whatever it goes for, there's no reserve. So no set pricing, no reserve, $1 starting bid, let it go. So if we get $1, we get $1. And then also, if you join one of our auctions and you buy, say, one item in our auction, and you want us to hold on to it for a little while until you build up enough stuff to make it worth the shipping, we do that. We've actually had a couple of people we've done that for already. I have one box that's going out tomorrow that's a compilation of about 4 different auctions from one person. And we got them a big enough lot that it was worth them going ahead and paying the shipping for. So that's one of the things that we will do. If you're interested in bidding on our auctions, but you don't want to pay for shipping for just one item, you can just let us know that, and we'll hold on to your item until you have enough stuff to make a lot that's worth shipping. Did that video for everyone who wanted to hear the ocean. It was a gorgeous video. That was a beautiful view. The one I wish we had was just the sunset without it being on my live stream, of course. But if we could have had just a video of that sunset by itself without the rest of the live stream noise, that would have been amazing. But I understand you were on the computer on my live stream at the time. So I don't regret that part. I enjoy the fact that y'all were there. I appreciated having y'all on. I just think it would have been really cool to have a video of that sunset. That was a gorgeous sunset. Unless you recorded it separately. I'm just saying. So we have been having fun. We got a lot of sorting. We got some more artwork. We sent some pictures out to a few people on some of the artwork. I still haven't heard back from anybody yet. We're still trying to get artwork evaluated. And Louis, if you're still here, I don't know if Louis is still here in the chat, but Louis, Lone Star Picker, if you are still here, if you know anybody in Austin that we could take some artwork to, I'm looking for somebody that I could trust to give me a fair evaluation of what some of this artwork is worth. I mean, we're talking paintings, pictures, posters from the early 1900s. We got a ton of artwork that we're always finding in storage units, and I have no idea who around here to take it to try to get it appraised, to try to sell it. I just want it out of my house, but I don't want to give it away for $1. I know some of this stuff is worth a whole lot more than that. So if Louis, if you're still here, if you could give me any suggestions on where to go around here, I would appreciate that. Or if you watch this on the replay, I would love to hear from that. Or you could have just put your phone outside recording the beach while you were inside on the live stream on the computer. But we're trying to make some room. We got a lot of stuff out of the way. For those of y'all that missed the live stream, we found a hat, and I think Jessica moved it to the other room because she was showing it to somebody else earlier. We found a hat that Jessica, we just had it sitting over here, and it just came out of one of the boxes out of storage, and it was actually out of a storage unit we did almost a year ago with a whole bunch of other hats that were not in as good a shape or as well made. Not yet, both man. That's one of the things I've been trying to get one set up. I just haven't gotten to it yet. Um, but we found a hat, and we looked up on the live stream. So if y'all missed the 12-hour live stream, we did this live on the live stream. We looked up the comps on this hat on eBay, and this hat is worth $56. I think is what the sold comps on eBay were for this hat. And there was more than one. There was several of them sold at that price point. And it's brand new. It's never been worn. It doesn't have any stains or anything in it. It's in really, really good condition. So we're going to try to get that one listed this week. How do I feel about the 12-hour live stream? Well, I'm actually kind of doing some talking about that one on my other channel later on. But it was a test. Flat out. I tell you all the time, I'm always testing different things. I got 500 hours of watch time from that 12-hour live stream. 500 hours of watch time. That was a lot of people watch that live stream. I had, between the two streams, we had over 600 views on the live stream by the time it was all said and done. Between the two streams, because we had to stop and restart the stream. So we had between the two, we had over 600 views. We had 500 hours of watch time. It was actually like 502. I mean, it's just a little over 500. 4 devices were ours, 2 comps and 2 phones. But it was good. I enjoyed doing it. I was definitely exhausted by the end. I think the next time I do something like that, I'm going to schedule the guests ahead of time. So I have like certain people scheduled to be there so that I can try to work the schedule to having at least one other person on with me at all times instead of me spending a big portion of the time by myself rambling, especially for hours. I can carry it for an hour or two, but whenever you're talking about a 12-hour live stream and I was going for hours and hours, I can tell you the engagement, not only from me, I think my energy picked up, but also the engagement with the crowd picked up, the engagement with the audience, and the overall, I think some of the best content was near the end when we had the least number of viewers on, but we had the most people on the panel and we had the most engagement going on and we had the best conversations. We had Danica on, Marie and Justin were there for part of that. James Callie reseller came in, and so we had some good talks. We had some good stuff going on. And it was fun. Oh, Cha came on for a little bit. And we had a few people come by and jump in. And I found that was a lot easier than once that going and we got conversations going. And then Jessica joined me after the kids went to sleep. And so that was, again, the more the merrier on that. It's a lot easier with that big of a live stream and that long. It's a lot easier if you have more people on the panel. So I would if I was to do it again, I would schedule it out more to where I had more people on the panel at different times throughout the day instead of doing it a big chunk of it by myself. Because I can ramble and I can sit here and talk all day about stuff, but how engaged was the chat in that rambling? There was times where the chat was pretty dead. There was other times where the chat was pretty active. That's the other thing is whenever I've got the chat going and people are responding and I can talk to people, But, like I ask a question or I say something, then I have to wait for the chat to catch up because it's got that delay. It takes time for it to get to the chat, then it takes for the time for them to respond, it takes it time to get back to me. So for that round trip, you're talking about 30 to 40 seconds for that round trip from the time I say something to the time I get the response back. And it's hard to carry on a conversation that way. But whenever I have somebody else right there on the panel, we can get into a conversation. We can work off of each other. If I tell a joke, I can tell if it landed or not immediately instead of having to wait to see if I confused everybody. Um, so, that's just some things to think about. If you're thinking about doing a 12-hour live stream, I would recommend doing it if you've got some people to be on with you. I'm working on the backdrop still. Oh, hold on. I did, though. Hold on. Where's the plug? Ah! Oh, shoot. Somebody move my plug. There it is. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. Now we got lights on there. I got a string of Christmas lights and just gives me a little bit more glow behind me. But I'm trying to extend it on both sides because as you can see, it cuts off over here. It cuts off over here. So I need to make it longer so that it goes all the way across. But I'm still working on it. It's a work in progress. You're going to keep your Christmas normal live stream, considering those on the other side of the world and those who don't celebrate or can't celebrate and are alone. That's awesome. I think a Christmas live stream does really, really well. Jessica was like, "Oh, it's Thursday. It's Thanksgiving. Nobody's going to want to listen to a live stream on Thanksgiving." I said, "Yes, they will." And guess what? There was at least 10 or 15 other live streams on Thanksgiving Day. And there was people in those chats. There was people watching those live streams. And last Christmas, I was on last Christmas, and I can tell you there was people looking for live streams, and there weren't very many going on. So you can actually generate a lot of traffic on a holiday when nobody else is live. Hello, Iris. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I need to remember to plug it in before the stream. And somebody move my plug. Papa Smurf. Papa Ron. You changed your name again because you changed it a couple of times. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us today. Hard to get the lighting just right. Yeah. My lighting in front of me too is I was doing some video earlier today and I was getting way too much glare off of that lighting, and I readjusted that light several times. I'm still getting too much glare off of it. That's one of the things. And part of the reason why we changed the backdrop was it's got the semi-gloss finish on that wood paneling behind us, and I was just getting too much glare off of that wood paneling in my videos. Especially this year. Yeah, the way this year has been, it's going to be rough because there's a lot of people that normally travel for the holidays that aren't able to travel because of everything going on. And it's only going to get worse as the winter goes on. We're into flu season now. We're into the time where those other diseases and allergy seasons and all these other things are kind of piling on people. I mean, I was at the store earlier and a couple of days ago, and I told Jessica we got to get out of here before I freak everybody out in the store. And she's like, "Why?" I said, "I'm about to go into a coughing fit because my allergies are going nuts." And okay, that was a single cough. We're talking about I was about to go into a full-on nonstop coughing fit. And that's something that happens to me, is normal with my allergies. But I knew I had to get out of the store because people around here will freak the heck out if you go into a coughing fit because they're going, "Oh, you've got the coronavirus. You got to get out of here." Yeah. We'll see. We'll celebrate. Honestly, we'll celebrate early in the morning with the kids, and that's going to be about it. We were talked. There were plans were to go spend the day with her dad and her sister, but her sister just informed us. We were supposed to go spend some part of Thanksgiving with her sister, and we didn't. And it wound up being a good thing because one of her sister's kids, who was there for Thanksgiving, has now been diagnosed with coronavirus. Uh, and so we're like, well, we're glad we didn't go and expose Emily to it. Yeah, YouTube gets quiet every once in a while, but it's not very often, especially nowadays. There's a lot of people on almost every day. Yeah, you want to be careful with that because it might melt. I use just a plain white bed sheet or a curtain. I have this one's turned off so you can see it. You can see how I have that one. That's just a white curtain that's over the light. You still have to be careful with it. I have to turn that light off because if I forget to turn that light off, it will heat up and start burning the curtain. Um, but it does help diffuse the light a lot. I have it turned off right now because I got too much. I've only got one light on right now, and I've got too much. I really want to get some of those aperture lights, what D has. I just don't have the money for them because those things are expensive. Papa Ron, good to see you out and about, sir. Yes. That's the thing is he's got some really, really nice gear and he's got some really, really big price tags. I love his gear, but he's got some really expensive. You don't need a ride. I don't know what you're talking about, Lynn. You might have to clarify what you're talking about on that one. Um, but I would love that. I want to do a lower light. I kind of like Nick's light setup where he's got that lower aperture light that's a different color that glares up, and I'm thinking about something like that. Oh, I don't need a fire. Yeah, I don't need a fire in my house. We do have insurance to cover that stuff. We have insurance on the business stuff, but we also have the homeowners insurance. So that would probably pretty much cover it, but it's a risk I would rather not have to have. It's something I don't want to mess with. My brother lost everything he owned to a fire about 15 years ago, and I don't want to go through that. I know what he went through. And that's another thing. If you're a reseller, you need to look into your insurance. There's a lot of this stuff your homeowner's insurance won't cover because you're running a business out of your home. So you need additional insurances to cover that stuff. Make sure that you have enough coverage to cover all of your reselling stuff if you were to have a fire and lose everything, because it happens, and then you're stuck in a bad place. Fire isn't programmed into your phone. They had your surgery even with Rona going on. Wow. Yeah, usually, unless it's a critical surgery, at least around here, they have been canceling surgeries. I know Emily was supposed to have her hip surgery earlier this year, and we still haven't had it. Yay. I don't know if anybody knows. I actually did a video where I said somebody talked to me over the summer and convinced me to come back to YouTube. This is when I was in the middle of my depression and my anxiety. It was Danny May. She's the one that called me, and out of everybody I knew from YouTube back then, and everybody that I knew, and I don't hold it against anybody. It's not that I'm mad at anybody for not doing it, but one of the things that I said was there was one person that ever reached out and actually talked to me while I was going through all that, and it was Danny May. Hi, Punisher. Thanks for joining us. I hope you're having a great day. Yeah, but she's the one that convinced me to come back and start doing content on YouTube. She was the one that convinced me to start doing videos again. And then she disappeared just like weeks after. Yeah, 2000. My brother lost everything. I'm thinking it was like it was in the late 90s or early 2000s is when my brother he lived in an apartment. It wasn't a house, but I mean, he was doing some stuff for the family, so he had all of the family photos, everything of me and him growing up because he was doing some work with the pictures. He had all of the family pictures, so we have no pictures of our childhood left over because he had them all and they all got destroyed. Um, Everything he owned, and he was renting an apartment and he didn't have renter's insurance. So he lost everything and he had to start over from scratch. And luckily, I mean, we had some stuff that we pulled out of storage. My dad had some stuff that he pulled out of storage, and the family pulled together and we helped him get back on his feet. But it was a rough time for him and his wife. And they had a baby on the way. That was when my youngest nephew or my oldest nephew, he was on the way. She was pregnant with him at the time. And so they had a baby on the way. They lost their house. Oh, and he lost his job shortly after. So they were going through all that all at one time. It's like when it rains, it pours kind of thing. So he went through all that at one time within just a few months of each other. And it was a rough year for him, but we helped him get back on his feet. Everybody pulled together, supported him through it, and then he made it through. Yep. I love Danny May. I really wish we could see her some more, but I understand she's going through some stuff and she's dealing with her own health issues. But I met her on my very first ever live stream. Those of y'all that don't know, when I started a year ago, it was in October of last year. Uh, we were on, that was when Alex and Oscar were running the Bad Boys of Reselling. And on the Bad Boys of Reselling, I was watching the show and they did this viewer takeover where they allowed viewers to come on the stream. And so I jumped in. That was the very first time I ever jumped in. Well, one of the people that jumped in along with me was Danny May. And that's how she and I met. We became really good friends after that. And that's when I first heard her story. And I fell in love with her as soon as she started telling her story about losing her speech and all the things that she went through. And just everything she's overcome in her life. She's a fighter and she's the kind of person that can pretty much overcome anything she sets her mind to. And I love that about her. And she's so positive, even with everything she's been through. She's such a inspiration to me and to other people. Lost all childhood stuff. Yep. I only have a handful of pictures from my childhood. And most of those are ones that I actually got from my grandmother's estate when she passed away. Um, and they were ones that she happened to still have because most of the pictures that we had growing up, my brother had them when he had his fire. So I don't have very many pictures of me, and there weren't that many to begin with. But yeah, we love Danny Mae. We love everybody that we met through this community. Honestly, I'm kind of the kind of person that loves everybody, and I give everybody a chance. And when you break that chance, when you screw me over or you screw somebody I care about over, it kind of loses your chance. But Jake from State Farm. I've never met Jake from State Farm. I've just heard about him. So, but I'm the kind of person that I give everybody a chance. I believe in unconditional love. I believe in giving people opportunities. But at the same time, once you screw me over, once you screw the people that I care about over, once you go out of your way to hurt somebody or do something hurtful to somebody else, then you kind of lose that. And then you have to kind of earn my trust back. And most people just want to demand trust, they want to demand respect, but they don't want to do anything to earn it. And I think there are certain levels that you give to people just because they're human beings, but there are certain levels you have to learn and you have to earn and you have to be willing to do the work it takes to deserve it. And it's about understanding different levels. That's just one of my things. Um, and I could be wrong, and I am on some things, and that's okay. But I think respect has different levels, and there's certain levels of respect that you give to people because of their position. There's certain levels of respect you give to people because of, their experience. There's certain levels of respect you give to people just because they're a human being having a human experience. But there's some respect that people don't get because they don't deserve it. They don't get my undying trust and loyalty just because they want it. There's certain people. This is something that I get into even whenever it talks about politics. It doesn't matter to me who the president is. I'm going to respect that person, if nothing else, for the position they hold. Whether I agree with their political decisions or not, I'm going to respect the fact that they hold that position. Whether I agree with how they got that position or not, whether I agree with the fact that they hold that position, it's the same way I've been with every job. It's part of why I've moved up in every job that I've ever been in as quickly as I have, too. When I worked at the prison, uh, I beat out people that had 10 or 15 years of experience, and I had less than 5 years experience. I barely qualified for the minimum qualifications for the position that I had. But the reason I moved up and other people didn't was partially because of my work ethic, partially because of my respect for other people in authority and my willingness to learn. And I spent a ton of time learning and studying how to do the jobs, how to do the different things. I've always gone into every job that I've ever had, everything I've ever done. I've never been the best at one thing in that job, but I've always done everything I could to learn every position. That's part of why I move up into management and supervisory positions, is because I know everybody's job. I don't have to be the expert at everybody's job, but I know everybody's job. It's the same with YouTube. It's the same way with my storage business. I would rather be paying other people to do a lot of these things for me, but I know how to do all of it so that when I hire people to do it for me, I'll know how to do their job. I know what their job is so I can supervise them appropriately, and I know whether or not they're doing their job. I've had too many supervisors in my life in different jobs I've had that didn't know how to do my job, but wanted to tell me how to do my job when they had never done my job before. In fact, and when I worked at the prison, the warden we had for a long time, and she was a nice lady. It wasn't that I didn't like her, but she had never worked in security. And yet she was telling us she was making decisions about how we maintain security in the prison, but she had no freaking clue how to do security because she never worked in it. She didn't know a thing about security, but she was making decisions that affected the security of our facility. And I felt like that was wrong. If you're going to be in charge of a prison that's there for securing offenders that are there for a reason, then you need to have a basic understanding of security. At least know the fundamentals. And she didn't. It's part of why I had to leave. You're going to need me to read my Facebook message so I can see your expression. Which Facebook message is that? Did you just send me one? Oh, yeah. There's a few people that are offensive, and what I can say to that is, there's a lot of people on YouTube that will say hurtful things. And some of them are channel owners, and some of them are just trolls in the chat. And all I can say is just be a duck in water. Let it flow right over you. Don't take it in. You don't have to take that in. Just be a duck and let it wash right over you. A friend of mine, a mentor of mine, told me that 30 years ago. And it's a metaphor that has stuck with me ever since. And anytime somebody starts throwing their shit on me, I just be a duck in water and let it flow right on me. Don't take it in. Don't take it personally. Yeah. I mean, I try not to judge people. At the same time, if people ask me for my opinion, I'm not shy to say it. It's a balance. And I've had people that thought I was being mean and telling them how to run their channel because they asked my advice. And so I told them exactly what I would do if I was in their position. And then they got mad at me and talked shit about me because I told them how to run their channel. I didn't tell you how to run your channel. You asked my advice. You asked me what I would do. And I told you what I would do if I was in your position. Don't ask me a question and then get mad whenever I give you an answer that's honest. So it also depends on how you take it, on how you take what people say. I never meant any offense to anybody. I love people. I care about people. I don't care how you run your life. I don't care how you run your business. But if you ask for my opinion, I'm going to tell you my opinion. What's my job? Boatman. You keep the ship from sinking, sir. That is your job. Yeah, I try not to judge, but I'm not perfect at that either. People in my family can tell you that. I kind of get judgmental at times of people that are really close to me, and I don't intend to, but it happens. Okay. I'm opening Facebook. Adrian, that was my reaction. That is awesome. I'll keep my mouth shut. And can you say something? But that is amazing. You better watch out. You might blow up after all. She may not be done with you yet. I love that. I think it's awesome, Adrian. It was a private message. I'm sorry, we're having a private conversation here in public, but she sent me a message on Facebook that she specifically asked me to keep it quiet, so I'm going to. But that was amazing, Adrian. And when you reveal it, I might share later what it was about. Let's see. Ooh. Hey, I just got a notification. Did y'all know the storage Scavenger's going live tonight? I just got notified. Yay! I got a notification that I'm live an hour after I went live. It's sad when I get a notification on my own live streams an hour after I started. Stars in your eyes. Duck, goose, water. They're back. That's true. And it doesn't matter who they are. I have people in my family that judge me for some of my beliefs because my beliefs do not fit the status quo. I've never fit in 30 years of my life. Well, okay. In 30 years of my life, I've been aware of the fact I didn't fit in. I started realizing I didn't fit in when I was like 15. I'm sure I didn't fit in before that too. I just kind of became aware of it when I was 15. And looking back even further than that, I never really fit in. I didn't belong with people. I've been ridiculed my entire life. I've had people judge me my entire life. I have people in my own family who judge me because I don't carry the dogmatic approach to life that they do. I have people that think that I'm being judgmental when I'm really not because they're so judgmental that they can't see any other way around what I'm thinking or what I'm saying. But it is what it is, and people are going to live their life the way that they choose to live it. I can't control them. All I can control is me. We talked about this last night. Hold on. Yes, I have it right here where I can always reach it. You cannot change anybody else. The key to this is understanding you cannot change anyone else. You cannot change anything outside of you. The one thing you can control, the one thing you can change is you. And yes, I told you last night, Des, I have been working for 5 years on a book based on that. But the core of it is you can't change anyone else. You can't change anything outside of you. The only thing you can change is what's inside. The wisdom to know the difference is learning how to differentiate what you can and can't change, what is inside of you and what is coming from outside of you. That's where the wisdom comes in, learning to differentiate the two. Here's the thing that I have to say to that, Lynn. I agree with 90% of that, but the one piece of that I say is even if they are doing all that, they still ain't got no right being up in your business. They have a right to be in a little bit of your business, but that if they're helping you, it does not give them the right to control you. That's where one of the things I talk about is generosity. If somebody is helping you from generosity, then it's free of attachment. And that means controlling attachment. That means them putting stipulations on what they give you. If they can't give something and they cannot help me freely without putting stipulations on it, the price is too high. It ain't worth it. I appreciate the offer, but no, I'll pass. And that even includes them being able to hold it over my head or use it later to, degrade me. If I know, because I know certain people that will reach a hand out to help me just so they can degrade me about it later. No thanks. I don't need that kind of help in my life. And that's not pride. That's not, me being too proud to ask for help. That's saying the price of that help is too high. That's not a price I'm willing to pay. You always have to decide when you're accepting help from somebody, is the price for this help too high? If it's truly coming from a place of generosity, there will be no price. You know, the Bible, if you're a Bible follower, there's a verse in the Bible that says, gifts from heaven, gifts from above, come with no sorrow added to them. That means if somebody's giving you a gift, there's no price, there's no attachment. They give it freely. When you give a gift to somebody, you give it to them and it's theirs to do with as they please. You can't control how they use it, what they do with it. Once you give it to them, it's theirs. The same is true of advice. If you give somebody advice, it's theirs to do with as they please. You give it to them and you let it go. But you can't come back later and say, well, I told you this. I gave you this advice. So you owe me now. You can't do that. That means it wasn't given freely. That's just my opinion, by the way. Do what you want with it. But I've had family that I won't accept help from because I know what the price of accepting that help is. Even when I need it. And I need help sometimes, and I've had to ask for help. But there's certain people that I will not accept help from, no matter how desperate I am, because I know what the price of that help is. And gifts of heaven have no sorrow added to them. So I know it's not a gift from God that they're trying to help me when I know that they're going to only use it to control me later or try to manipulate me. Oh my goodness, y'all. All bowed down to the queen of YouTube. Lisa in the house. Hello, Lisa. I missed my Saturday night fun with you and Danica. I need my Saturday night fix. I want to see my drunk princesses. It's not just money, too. It's advice. It's, it could be money. It could be, if I loan a tool to one of my neighbors and they return it broken, well, I gave it to them. I can't expect them. I gave it to them freely. I didn't ask for anything in return. If I give something out, I give away stuff out of my storage units all the time. I never ask for anything back. I've given stuff away that we've gotten out of storage units that we could have sold for a lot of money to family members. Said, here, you would like this or you need this. You can have it. I didn't ask for anything in return. Because once I give it, it's gone. I let it go. It belongs to them. I have no more attachment to it. I do the same thing with my advice. And there's a lot of people that think I actually hurt myself by not putting a price on my advice. Well, I give advice freely. And I do. I do consulting services with YouTube stuff. But the advice I give on my channel, when people come to my live streams, when I'm talking to people, I give advice, and I give the same advice to people that I'm talking to for free as other people pay me for. But once I've given that gift, it's theirs to do with as they please. If they apply it, they apply it. If they don't, they don't. It's theirs. It was a gift I gave them. Thank you. You missed the discussion about it earlier. We are, it is a work in progress. I actually have a mixer board now, but I have to wear these headphones because I get too much feedback from the speaker system, especially if I've got other people on the live stream with me. And then whenever I have to plug in the speakers in the box, if Jessica's in here, she can't hear the audio if I've got the headphones on. So I have to go back and forth depending on if there's one or two people in the room on the stream. I agree. I do that personally. In fact, I had one of the things, even if whether I borrow it or rent it, like when we did when Jessica was about to have Jesse, we did a baby shower. And we had cupcakes made by a friend of mine that I worked with at the time. Her fiance did cupcakes and stuff. And so we ordered a bunch of cupcakes from them, and they let me borrow one of their displays to put them on for the show. Well, during the thing, it got broken. So I went onto Amazon, bought a new one, had it shipped to me, and then I gave them the brand new one. And I kept the broken one. And the one that I gave them was actually better than the one that they had before. But I do that, but I don't expect others to do the same for me. And most of the time they don't. It's just time. Some of this is stuff I've had for a long time. I just finally set it up. The backdrop is actually, this is a cheap bed sheet from Walmart. It's a king size bed sheet. I have, let me kind of give you a tour. I have the microphone. This is an Audio Technica ATR 2100 $60 microphone on eBay. I have a Behringer. Sorry, it's a mess over here, but there's my audio board. So I have the Behringer keyboard. The mic goes in here, and my headphones here. And these are the most expensive piece. They're MDR V700 Sony studio headset. I picked those up for $20 at a pawn shop. That's the only reason I have those, because that's like a $200 headset, but I picked them up for $20 at a pawn shop. Before that, I was using a cheap set from Walmart. So that's all my studio setup. And I've got a few other pieces I'm adding to it. I'm getting iPad, which I actually have the pad. I got to get a connector to connect it to the audio, and then I can set up a program to import sound effects and stuff into my live streams. That'll be cool. That's how people do like their super chats and that kind of stuff. So I'm going to be setting one of those up so that I can import like some stuff, because we're hoping to get monetized soon so that we can get super chats on here and do some kind of a little intro for super chats and that kind of stuff. We're going to do some sound effects, some fun. We want to kind of liven up the live stream a little, maybe some background music. So there's a lot of things we're wanting to import in. So, but that's, that's some of the stuff that we're working on. I'll tell you what, if you really want to ramp up your channel and get your watch hours up, do a couple of 12-hour live streams. We are 3/4 of the way. We're over 3,000 hours on our watch time already. So we need less than 1,000 watch hours, and we need just a little over 100 subscribers to get ourselves to the monetization threshold. So that's one of our goals, is to try to get to monetization on this channel. Start getting ads on the channel, start doing some other things. All the money that we earn from the channel is going right back into the channel, upgrading equipment, getting us a better camera, getting us some better equipment, at least to start with. Anything that we get off of the channel is going right back into YouTube and helping us to improve what we're doing here on YouTube. It's going to help us pay for some services to help do things better. And just doing a lot of stuff to help grow right here on our channel. Until we get to a certain point, we kind of have a goal that we're going to shoot for. And when we can get to that certain goal, then we're going to probably, do some other things with some of that money. So, but again, that's one of the things that we talk about all the time. I am a content creator first and a reseller secondary. I know a lot of the reselling channels, the resellers first, and content happens to be a secondary side hustle and a little hobby of theirs. I'm the opposite. I'm a content creator who happens to resell. I know you have. I'm teasing you. I know you had to get a job, and I know you've been busy working. But I do want you to know you sincerely, as much as I joke about it, sincerely, we do love you. We do miss you. We miss your and Danica's show. I miss yours and Victoria's show. I thought about approaching Victoria and seeing if she wanted to just dump you and come hang out with me on Friday nights and keep that thing going just so that we could do this creator spotlight and do the channel spotlight. Uh, and of course, you would be more than welcome to jump back in when you have time, but that way it could get started again. I thought about approaching her and asking her about doing that, but I didn't want to, hurt your feelings or step on your toes either. It's something I thought y'all had something going. I thought it was something that was really great for the community. And it was something I would like to see revived, whether you're able to be a part of it or not temporarily. It's not about not wanting you to be a part of it. I would love for you to be a part of it, but I know you can't right now, and it's still something I think the community needs. But I thought about talking to Victoria about doing something like that or similar to that, at least until you're available to do it again. And we could do it through our other channels where we could do it more broadly as well, because she has a channel on YouTube Growth and I have a channel on YouTube Growth, and we could do something like that together to kind of highlight other YouTubers that are coming up. Okay. Well, I'll save this chat so that she can come back and I can highlight this part of the chat and say, hey, Lisa said it was okay. Why don't we do this? Of course, we would give you credit, and you would be more than welcome anytime. I thought it was fun. I think it'd be a great way to get the word about. I've seen a lot of other channels that have come up since y'all have done a show that haven't had that opportunity to kind of get their name out there because y'all aren't there doing it anymore. Already got it. So but yeah, I think I loved what y'all were doing, and I would love to see it. And I would love to help more people grow their channels. I would love to help other people kind of get the word out about what they're doing on YouTube. And, then we could expand outside of just the reselling and crafting community and get out to other channels and other niches and really help people build collaborations and help people build some connections that they could use to grow themselves. So Dragon Value Home. Hello. Thank you for joining us. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Thank you for coming by. And I loved your collaboration with Danica. I loved the Saturday night craziness. I'm still waiting on my character for season 2 so we could do that. I love that show, but it wouldn't be the same without you, because you and Danica and y'all made that show so much fun, and it was so amazing. And I still learned a lot about reselling by learning what not to do. Better than I deserve. Hey, I've heard that before. Dragon Value. Sounds like a Dave Ramsey fan right there, because that's what he says all the time. Yeah. I loved y'all's fun. I had a lot of fun with that. So, but I've been on for an hour and a half. I'm going to have to call it a night. I've got some more work I got to get done. I got some more listings I got to get finished up so I can get them live on my channel. I got some more editing to do. And I got to get up early in the morning. So I love you all so much. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with us and chatting with us. I hope you all have a great day. We will see you all next time. Don't forget, we are having another auction, so stay tuned. As soon as I know when that's going to be, I'm going to get the link up so that people can set the reminders. That'll be fun. So I love you guys. Thank you so much. We will see y'all next time. And until then, have a great day.